Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about text messaging. This is something that more and more direct selling companies are taking advantage of, and there's a really great reason for it, right? One of the main reasons is that no matter what you seem to do, no matter how good a set of mobile apps and back offices and all that stuff you use, I've never seen a direct selling company with more than 20% of their field actually using this tool. And of course, customers don't use it at all. And so if you want to be able to reach everybody, you got to get them where they are, and everybody's got a phone, right? So let's look at some of the reasons why text messaging is good and how we might be able to evolve that landscape. First of all, we want to be able to reach everyone, right? When we send out a blanket text messages, which is what most of the companies we encounter are doing, they're sending one message to every distributor or every customer or maybe just everybody. You're trying to get some kind of behavior to happen, right? You're trying to get some kind of promotion to happen, some kind of a new product launch, something like that, and you want to see your numbers go up, right? That's the reason why we want to be sending these messages. Well, what are some of the challenges that we face with that? Well, first of all, sending in bulk is expensive, right? If you want to send a message across to every single person out there, you're going to be paying fees. A lot of those fees are going to be marked up by certain providers depending on what you're using, and you're going to end up paying a lot of money to be sending a message that very few people will actually act upon the message that you're sending. Maybe even a single-digit percentage of people will even act. Maybe even if you're lucky, it'd be more than 1 or 2%. So the second thing is outside the USA, that gets even more expensive. And of course, you've got the problem where not everyone outside the USA likes text messaging. Some people want WeChat, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and so on. Next is, it's not really personal, is it? So when we're sending these bulk messages, what's happening under the surface, if you look at it from a segmentation perspective, and you can look at some of our previous segmentation videos to dig more into that, but you've got a group of people that is gonna do what you were looking for them to do and be motivated by your text message. And then a whole other group of people that's actually gonna be demotivated and might even churn because of that text message. And you might be thinking, wow, we did a great job because sales went up by 2% or 4% or whatever. In aggregate, they did. One group did really, really well, and a whole bunch of other groups maybe did not so well and maybe churned faster because of it, right? So there's a hidden cost, and if you look at your 90-day churn, 90 days after that promotion, you'll probably see it. There's another article we've got about that somewhere that you can find that. And next, of course, is ROI. So I don't think any company can really tie dollars in the bank to any particular text message that they sent out to the field. So it's really hard to attribute what type of activity came from that text message and how much money is actually in the bank because you sent it. So let's look at the way we do it. We send thousands of text messages all over the world in 24 different languages, and this is how we look at it. First of all, the messages have to be personalized. So that's where our AI comes in, where we can actually break people into all these segments and figure out exactly what message needs to go to what person at what time to maximize the probability of them taking action. And then we can know that they took that action and tie it to dollars in the bank. Next is cheaper per message. So we don't mark up our text messages. And because we've got a global deal with our text messaging provider where we send more messages than any one direct selling company ever would, you can save a lot by sending your text messages through us because we don't mark them up to you at all. We charge you whatever the price is that we pay. Next is the ROI dollars are measurable. Like I was saying, really important to be able to attribute your work. This is one of the things that a lot of direct selling companies have trouble with, is figuring out what of all these efforts you're doing is turning into money in the bank. We can actually say that text message number 4578 that went out yesterday at 3 p.m., there's $350 in the bank because of that text message. Next and last is WhatsApp. We're a WhatsApp partner, the only one that services direct selling exclusively that we know of. And so we can save you even more money and be able to help you meet your people where they are instead of trying to text message people in countries that they don't want to receive text message in. It's not part of the culture. And also paying the very expensive fees internationally, we can save a lot of those by putting you on WhatsApp and helping you become a WhatsApp partner with us. So we'd love to show you more about how we use AI to do all this stuff. Our customers are making millions of attributable dollars in the bank with our product. We want to show you how we can do that for you. So reach out to us and hope to talk to you soon. Cheers.